Good, how are you?
I'm great. There we go. Now I'm better. We are live. What's for dinner? What are you eating?
Right now.
Hmm.
I like
Kettle
those.
corn.
Pretty
Yes.
yummy.
Yes.
But I'm finally eating again because Kevin made dinner. It's been like a week and a half. I've been starving.
You know what I had the other day? Speaking of snacks like that, Smart Pop
I like Smart
makes a brown butter popcorn. Have you had it?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, it's life changing. It is. It's so good. It's kind of like kettle corn, but a little bit different. It's a little saltier. It's really good. So there's our food advice for the day, everybody. Welcome to the program. And
Daisy?
is anybody going to join us today?
Who knows?
Show.
Ciao.
There we are.
Ciao. Radio. Ciao. I'm so hungry.
Still coughing and hacking, by the way.
Everybody is. I've been
Awful.
hacking all morning. I felt like
sucks.
shit today. I thought I was sick.
It is. It's terrible. Let me turn that down. There we go. So we don't hear us.
Did you put some clothes on, Tim?
What did you say? Are you talking to me?
Tim Anderson said he's fresh out of the shower.
Oh, I hope he's not naked because I don't want to see that.
I don't think you could see it.
Well, you never know. He could come on live here. We could link him in. There's Glenn checking in. Hi, Glenn. Time for the show. Steve, where? Hey, Karis, sounds like we're building up to a good Wednesday night. Name that tune.
I know. Good.
Steve's going to be there, I think.
Nice.
There's a few that won't be there because they're in Memphis, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to Memphis?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, I'm not either.
No.
Nope. There's Joe Coles. Hi, Joe.
Joe.
How are you, buddy? Kevin Cooper in the house. Hi, Coop.
Hi,
Chris
Kevin.
Casey. Yes. Tim Anderson's getting there. Okay. Well, I really don't know what you're getting there at. We don't want to know none of that. No.
Being dressed.
Bill Dankoff. Well, you know, he was in the shower. Who knows what he's doing in there? Who knows what happens? Heather, how are you, sweetie?
Hi, Heather.
What's up?
Hi, Dave Evans. Hi, Steve. Hey, Dewey. Hey, Bob. Hey, John.
Look at all these people. Wow. There's the theme song going goodbye. And John Espers checked in from Columbus. Bob Klein from Columbus. Joe Coles fighting the good fight against dry rotation and rust. Well, I feel that way too. Tenpenny in the house. Thank you so much for joining us today. And Kara, thank you for being here. Hey, welcome to the program, guys. It's Hot Topic Tuesday, episode number 142.
Yeah.
142, Karis.
142.
How about that? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is. We got lots going on. Hey, we're getting some people catching up with the live here. We'll give you just a couple more minutes to catch in there. Hi, Brad from Abe's Lincoln. And Bronson from the Filthy Heathens has joined us today as well. Thank you. Oh, what's going on with the dogs over there?
So this is the first time Kevin's brought his dog over. And so all the dogs are meeting and Daisy is a little...
Is it going well?
Oh, yeah, it's going great. But Daisy is just... She's a ham and she wants to, you know, she doesn't know that doesn't realize he's a senior. And she's like, I want to play. You need to play with me.
Yeah. Well, at least she's not territorial and saying you're on my turf.
Territorial with me.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to teach a little manners with her for that.
Little Daisy etiquette.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Ed Sawicki just landed in Memphis. Hi, Ed. Thank you.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, Ed'll be down there taking some great photos. Yes. Yes, good stuff. Brandon Harvey, what's up, buddy? Thank you for being here. Carol, thank you for joining us. Denny Cottle, how are you? Good to see you today. Hey, guys, we're going to address the elephant in the room real quick because nothing has gone on today except messenger messages about, are you going to talk about this topic that's all over the internet? So, no, we are not. I'm going to say that right now.
Steve, you're going to want to message Scott Hall or myself with those topics, hon.
Where's it? I don't see that.
Steve asked what
topic. Steve, where? Okay, yes. Yeah, just DM me or Karis, either one. But probably me. I tend to be able to see those. She gets so many of them. So
yeah,
send them
I
to
don't
me.
even get notified, honestly.
We have a really good topic today, but it is not the one everybody is hoping for and anticipating. And Karis, if you want to start, you can start, and I'll finish on that topic.
We're not going to talk about that because, frankly, that's I don't think anybody should be talking about that. And you know, it's just probably safest for everyone. The only thing I'm going to say is how I like to conduct my business. I don't agree with for me personally. I feel guilty enough canceling on bands months in advance or when I have double booked. I'm not a big fan of that. If I were to have to do it the night of or the day of and not, you know, I would feel really bad and I would want to compensate. So I know for myself as a venue owner, that's not what I would do. If you know it, don't play there. If it's a, you know, if you have a venue that's doing that, don't play that. Don't play there. It sucks. It totally does. And I wish it didn't happen to everybody, but I guess it did. You know, I don't know. I'm not there, but I wish, I guess, you know, who knows? That's all I'm going to say.
And, you know, I'm going to say something too. Can I say something too? Frustration. First of all, if you've been affected by something and you want to post it, I understand that. I mean, I understand you have the right to do that and all that. However, so many people are bandwagoners, if that makes sense. I'm going to jump on the bandwagon here, and I'm going to bitch about something that absolutely has nothing to do with my life. And I appreciate the support, too. I mean, people come to people's aid and support, but if you don't know the whole story, stay out of it. If you don't have a dog in the hunt, don't get in the hunt. Sit back and watch, eat your popcorn chips or whatever you're eating, and take note of what's going on, and it'll all come out in the wash. But
let it play itself out.
You know, by ripping somebody's ass and getting blocked from their page, what is that solving? Nothing. You know, and if somebody's blocking people from their page, then they've got issues too. So just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
To each their own, guys.
Yes. And if you don't know what we're talking about, then good. We're moving on. So that is it. We're not, you know, literally over 10 messages to my inbox today asking if we were going to talk about it. And so many people trying to bait us into doing that so that we're part of the problem and we're not. I
don't want to be part of that.
No. You want to be part of the solution? A lot of times with some of these people on the internet, ignore them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hate to say that because there's so many people that are jumping on and then the idea gets changed and it's not even about the original problem. So leave it be and move on and move on and move on. So we're going to do that right now. And I do have a great topic today, by the way. Our friend Joe Coles, who's on here, by the way, he posted a very eloquently done professional video the other day, which was sad he had to do, that he had to get on his page and make this video to talk about why he promotes local music outside of his world. And here's a guy who a couple times a week goes on Facebook and says, hey, drop in my page here and tell me where you're playing this weekend, or drop your link in or whatever to your band and all that stuff.
Nice.
It's musicians supporting musicians.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, okay, hit the rewind button and let's go back to Joe Coles, who gets a message from someone who runs a music promotion page that has been doing this for a couple years. And, you know, anybody can have a music promotion page. There's tons of them out there. There's Cincinnati Live Music. There's all these pages that people put up and they call for people to put their gigs on there. Great. Don't act like it's your turf. This person messages Joe Coles and is basically mad because he's stepping on their page. Can I say what the fuck?
There's literally like a dozen or 2 dozen groups that promote live music in Cincinnati.
And I love Joe Coles because he wrote back to this person and said, what if Scott Hall sent you a message and said you're stepping on his page because he promotes local music? I'd never do that. Okay. But I mean, it's good that Joe said that. And Joe said in his video it wasn't about me, because immediately the naysayers will all get on there and thinking I'm having some issue with Joe. And I could care less. I mean, I appreciate Joe doing it. I could care less how many people out there promote local music. I hope that everybody promotes local music. You know what I'm saying, Ceris? I mean,
I do. I think that's very strange.
So freaking territorial. And it happens
what, other people's live music?
What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Of territorial of what? Of other people's live music? Things that have nothing to do with the person?
Territorial of their ego, because they're
ridiculous.
I'm doing this on my page and you're copying me. Well, we all copy everything because nothing we do is original. You could come up with the best scheme at your bar to have this game show and all this. Somebody's done it before somewhere.
Absolutely.
It's, and yeah, do I get mad when somebody right down the street, like from you, does the same thing you're doing? Yeah, that because they're not being original. But
name one thing original anymore. Doug, I've never done a Mardi Gras event because we've just never really. It's never had, we've never had much of a crowd for that or anything, but I'm not opposed to it because I love fun.
Yeah. And, every Tuesday I go to the Bell is Fat Tuesday. So stop in and see me. Hi, Doug. David Thornton's in the house. Cheryl Kaywood, the more the merrier. Thank you, Cheryl.
That would mean anybody that shares somebody's show is stepping on this person's toes.
It was quite obvious because I was privied, and thank you, Joe, for letting me see the message. We're not going to name names on this person because I think it would
you have a name?
Totally humiliating. Yes.
Well, you're telling me after the show.
I can't even remember it, to be honest. That's how big this person's page is. I have no idea who they are.
Okay, so I don't know who. So
and you may or may not. I don't know. I'm a little north of you, so I don't know. But what I am going to say is, I get it from certain people who are like, I get it from the band sometimes. Why don't you promote us? You don't promote enough country. You don't do this. And I look at these people and say, start your own damn page. Do it. I just do what I do. And Joe Coles is doing what he does. And I find it extremely commendable that a local musician would not only promote his stuff that he's playing, but anybody else out there in the music community that wants to drop it on his page and say, put your gigs here. Because he's smart enough to know not everybody's going to come to his gig. They may go to somebody else's this week.
I don't want to advertise for them, Joe. I just want to know who it is so I don't do any business with them. There was one time I do things for charity, and every year I have that special event that I do for that women helping women, and I had somebody reach out to me. They made a public post, made it public on one of my advertisements for the event, and says, there's a lot of foundations or charities out there that help women. Why don't you try a different one to support? And I said, well, why don't you throw an event and try a different one to support? I've supported over a dozen different ones, but this is my big one for the year that I choose to support. Why don't you do the work and you get a venue and you throw an event to raise money for the foundation that you would like to raise money for? It's not as easy as just pointing your finger and telling me to do it, is it?
Thank you, Kevin Cooper, for saying that. I appreciate you very much. So, yeah, this competition thing and this Joe Coles sparked this in my head today for a great topic, because I think there's so much competition out there that is unwarranted. Let's face it, Ceris, you're in competition. I mean, you are in the bar business, but yet you don't make it your point every day to try to kill the competition. You make it your point every day to be above it.
Yeah, I don't worry about what the competition is doing. Yeah, that's not my concern. I just will keep doing what I'm doing, and those tend to be copied, but it's okay.
And let's go back a couple years to something I dealt with. And this is how petty this stuff gets. I, for lack of a better term, took sides in a annual fundraising event that got split and became two fundraising events on the same day for the same type of cause and all that crap. And I mean, I had people reporting me daily to Facebook to try to get my page shut down, all because I was going to MC a charity event. You know, remember that? And it was just, it blew me away to think that people would be that vindictive or, you know, life's too short to be that vindictive, man. And when we were all raising money for the same cause, basically, you know, I mean, and you all know I'm talking about autism and all that. And it just got stupid. And frankly, ain't nobody got time for that shit.
No.
We're all busy. And Joe, when he put this video up, I thought Joe had to take 25 minutes or whatever it was, or 20 minutes out of his day to produce this video to put on his page to explain himself because of this. Can I say Karen? I hate that term, I guess, but
I do too, because I know a lot of lovely Karens.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And somebody who would actually message you and say, you're basically stepping on my toes by promoting other bands because that's my job. Last I checked, it's free country, man. You can do whatever you want. If somebody wants to start, you know, if Doug Cope on here wants to start Cope Around Town Radio, so be it. As long as you're promoting live local music and doing the same things we're trying to do, I'll shake your hand and we'll have beers together. You know, I mean, it's so silly sometimes. It is. And we all have to stay fresh and relevant. And Joe Coles has found a way on his page to be fresh and relevant more than he already was. What's wrong with that? Does anybody find fault in that?
I don't.
And Leah said she saw Joe's video. He's awesome. And yes, mad respect to Joe for what he did, because it takes guts to get up there and say those things. And he said it so eloquently and not condescending and any of that. And he took the time to explain himself, which is a far cry more than I do sometimes when I get these hate messages, because I'm just like, you know, the bird flies over, you get the big fuck off, and it's over with.
Right.
Because I don't have time for people like that in my life.
Nope, neither do I.
And I actually had one the other night tell me I was on his turf.
Oh.
And I think he was joking. I hope he was joking. Maybe he wasn't. But
well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I found it interesting because I was in a bar that he frequents. And, oh, well, you know. Like the Jets and the Bloods, or the Crips and the Bloods and all that junk.
There's somebody that made a comment to Kevin once, accusing him of constantly just posting about the Bell and the Bear. I mean, there's no rules about who, you know, he's my boyfriend. He can do that. If he, you know, like
Mr. Tolles knows where his bread is buttered, baby. That's what all I got to say.
But he doesn't actually. He actually
he promotes the shit out of my page.
He promotes the shit out of a lot of things. I just think people need to just mind their fucking business. And here's the thing: who cares? Who cares? People have way too much time on their hands.
So if you're out there today, guys, and you've experienced some sort of competition in something you're doing that has to do with music, please drop it in. Bob Klein, thank you so much for that. Territorial, yeah. It's like I'm going to pee on my territory here.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. And Dave Evans from Mojo Rising, thank you for being here.
I love Dave
More
Evans.
promo, the better. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. He said he got to meet Brad from Abe's Lincoln at the Bell. First, I heard about them, or I first heard about them on this show. Thank you, Dave Evans.
Silo wants to go out.
That's great. Let's see what Coop has to say here. And again, guys, we're looking for your comments today, so drop them in there. Otherwise, it's going to be a very short show. So drop it in.
Lots
And
of comments. We're getting lots of them.
are we? Well, I need to roll
Yeah.
through here, but I'm looking at Kevin Cooper. I'm way behind. Yeah. You know, it's a two-edged sword on these shows that people are promoting, and the band wants people to come for them to show the venue that we can bring people, and the venue wants people to come to buy things and be able to stay in business. And it's a symbiotic relationship if it works for both groups. And yes, Doug, people suck. I agree at times that does. But I try some days when Ceris talks me off the ledge, I try to look at the glasses half full and try to keep the positive image going. And B Shuts, thank you for that. Wait until you find yourself on the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group. I don't think we're going to have that problem with me. I don't think so.
That is a toxic group.
Yeah. Am I dating the same guy? Have you looked at that page?
I'm on that page.
Are you?
Yeah, like I'm a member.
Are you, do you go to meetings?
No, I guess you have to like answer a million questions to get on it. And I'm just on. The reason why I tried to get on it, I'm going to probably get in trouble for this, is just because there was people that we knew that was on it. So I wanted to see what they were saying. But it's like, I get the purpose of it and I agree with it. And it's for safety issues because, there's some sketchy shit out there, but my goodness.
Well, how many times have we said people can hide behind a keyboard and say whatever they want? And Jimmy Unger, thank you for that statement. That's going to be my statement of the day. Love always wins.
It's true. Randy has a good point.
Where we at here?
To bring it up, but this crybaby stuff and people who can't mind their business is the new normal.
I don't disagree, Randy Watts.
Agree.
And can I just say, I got a message the other day from a gentleman who is a musician who asked me if I would let him come on my one-on-one Wednesday show and talk about his getting screwed in court over child support and how the guys get screwed and blah, 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 and all that. I respectfully wrote back. I said, that really doesn't fit my programming. I appreciate you reaching out. I got the nicest message back from him, though, saying, thank you for your time. I understand. I appreciate it. And I was a little worried when I sent that to him that it was going to be, okay, here it comes. You don't ever support this or that. And he couldn't have been any kinder. So thank you. If you know who you are.
I mean, it is the new normal, whether you let it or not. It may not be the new normal in your life, but it is the new normal for a lot of people's. It's definitely, that's not how I live my life, but it's definitely the new normal, whether you let it be or not,
Doug, I'm aware that she's dropped 2 F-bombs today already.
No, you did. I'm at 1. That's what they're saying.
Oh, I have. Are we deducting
2
drinks?
F-bombs, and I'm falling behind.
Are we deducting drinks when I do that?
Just make it clear. Just keep it. Just
You still owe me a shit.
And 2 people mentioned that.
Shit ton. Oh, I see. I didn't read Doug's comment right, but yes, I have, and that is not normal for me. But I'm kind of in a mood today. I am. So look out, trivia people tonight. Don't piss me off. Don't come up with your phone in my face going, here's the right answer. Oh, good. Nothing makes me more pissed than that. Okay, I'm happy now.
Fine. My buddy and singer always says there's competition at the bottom, but there's collaboration at the top. The ones at the top get it. The ones at the bottom are too busy trying to cut the other person's legs out from under them. Well, that's true.
Well, I have an old saying too, like that Bob I used to use in the fire department. I gave the new recruit kids. I said, you meet the same people going up the ladder as you do coming back down.
I have a saying too.
Please keep that in mind.
About people like that, and I learned it a long time ago, and I've been saying it for a while, is when you run into people like that, you just say, go fuck yourself.
We're canceling them out, so we're even today. Thank you, Heather, for that comment.
That's my saying.
Let me see what Joe Coles has to say here, because Joe is the catalyst for this show today. One underlying issue that really bothered me, the person said they heard about my post from another musician. So there's a musician out there that thinks free promotion is bad. Oh my God, can I get started on that topic? It's unbelievable. The people that I have seen come and go in my gig submission groups that many of you out there today know what I'm talking about, that you send each week so I can put on the show, because they get their little panties in a wad over something that I either said or did, or my God, I made a comment one day that original music was an acquired taste and you'd have thought I'd cut somebody's balls off. And I really, it was just, it's just a statement. It's not,
All caught up, Joe. It wasn't going to take long.
What do we got here? So, you've seen the way I look at Tolles. Yeah, I look at Kevin Tolles that way. I think I'd date him. I would. But he's already taken.
Yeah.
Seats taken.
The seat's taken.
It is. Well,
I know, buddy.
What do you guys think about this? I mean, do you think that, I mean, y'all support what we do here? Would if somebody else came along tomorrow and did their own show like this, would it affect us? I don't think so. I mean, I think those of you who follow what we do and participate in these conversations, you'd still be here. So I don't know. I mean, is competition a worry to anybody out there?
I mean, there's times when a new, I'm like in the beginning when a new bar opens up near me, I get a little nervous. But I think it's normal to get nervous, and I would be upset if I wasn't nervous, because if I wasn't nervous, then that would show that I just don't really care. You know what I mean? It's not so much that it's just, all right, we know how it works when a new bar opens up right around the, right down the street is the new, everything's new and shiny and everybody goes there, and you just want to make sure that you can survive your business. It's not the place itself. It's just what happens with it, what follows. I mean, a little competition is healthy, but when it comes to business, it's not a matter of trying to compete with them. It's a matter of leveling your game, like it has nothing to do with them. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about the new shiny thing.
Yeah, people love shiny new things.
People love shiny new things.
Yeah,
so,
they do.
You need to make sure that's what it's about.
But what's funny is how many of those shiny new things don't last. It's
right.
Fame is very short fleeting. I mean, it's you're gone in a minute. And all it takes is one stupid act like this person did with Joe. And I'm done with that person. Even if I met them today, I have no use for somebody who's acting like that to another fellow person who's trying their best to do the same thing you are. It's just, Doug, I like your comment there. Thank you for that. And Steve says the only competition I'm participating in is called Name That Tune. Hey, thank you, Steve, for the shameless plug for Wednesday night at 7 at the Bell and the Bear. There.
Yeah.
How about that? What's Casey got to say? So, Ceris, you say sometimes you get a little nervous about the new place opening up or whatever. Do you think this applies in the new band world too? Like if some new band comes on the scene and they're getting a lot of hype?
No, I don't. I don't at all. I would love, no.
And I'm going to say this about bands though, and I had an interesting conversation with someone who said this Half-Life needs to stay in Dayton.
Oh.
I thought that was kind of funny. Because there's somebody threatened by someone being successful.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that I have realized, that the most successful bands tend to be the bands that are the most welcoming bands, and the bands that aren't threatened by other bands. And there are not many A bands out there. And we're happy when they show up no matter where they're from. And I think if you're saying things like that and you're actually being serious about statements like that, it probably shows more about you. And I would assume you might not be getting as many bookings as you would have hoped.
Listen to this, Joe Coles. So this happened last week. I made my video, and my Monday Share Your Band Pages post has had the biggest response yet. Amen. I'm glad to hear that, Joe. Who's whining?
Miss
Daisy?
Princess Daisy May.
Daisy. She's talking back. Daisy. Healthy competition is great. I agree. And the world is built on healthy competition. It is. I mean, you know, there's Lowe's, there's Home Depot, there's Menards. I mean, there's, you know, there's competition. That's why they build across from each other.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there's room for everybody in the music business, I feel. I wish there was more venues. I wish there was more people promoting local music.
Yeah.
I wish we could have music like it was in the 80s, you know, 7 nights a week in the bars.
Yeah.
Just not happening today.
Well, it's, you know, I just had a really long discussion with somebody about that today. And, yeah, I had a big discussion of why that's probably not going to happen again. And why just more and more venues are going to probably either stop having live music or canceling bands or whatever it is. And it's the reality of the situation. But and I know we've talked about it before, but the problem is, in my opinion, I know this is totally off subject, is everything's more expensive these days, right? Everything's more expensive, but people are making the same amount of money. And I'm not saying bands don't have the right or shouldn't charge more or ask for more. But the problem is everybody's asking for more. Everything's raising their prices. But if for the venues to keep up with those prices, with those numbers, they too have to raise their prices. And with nobody making more money, it is almost impossible. Like, we'll close down because as many, maybe 5 people are okay with paying $10 at the door when we have musicians turning away at the door because they don't want to pay $5. Don't tell me that it's an easy thing that, to charge $10 at the door twice a week, every single week. People are not going to fucking do that. And if I raise my drink prices anymore, people are not going to fucking come to my bar. So yeah, I get you wanting to raise your prices, but all that's doing is eliminating the amount of times that you're going to be able to play at certain venues, because you just can't charge the same amount for a venue that holds 160 to a venue that holds more. And nobody is fucking realizing this. And I get it. You want to charge more, but that money has to come from somewhere. And if there's nowhere for that money to come from, and if we're just digging it out of our pockets, you're going to have no more stages to play on. And that's the reality of the situation right now, especially since drinking is down around, I think the new thing came out at 51%.
Yeah. 50.
Where do you want us to get this money from?
Yeah.
I get crazy. You want to make money, more money, but you have to look at the bigger picture. And I'm always like, if I make more at the door, you can have it. But right out of the gate, this will be the last year that a lot of these bands are going to play my stage, because and that sucks, because if they keep raising their prices, okay, bye. I quite literally can't do it. And I'm a busy fucking venue. And I'm not saying you don't deserve it, but if the money's got to come from somewhere.
And if you don't believe what she's saying, people, talk to somebody in the beverage industry that's distributing beverages right now, like these beer and wine distributors, who'll tell you how many people are getting laid off in their factories, their warehouses.
Just find out. And it's about to get worse, because now they're taking away the THC thing, which was bringing people into the bar that didn't drink. And then they're going to take that away. So that's a whole other large percentage that is going to kill the bars. I get it. You want to make more money, but is it really costing you that much more money? Probably not, because I've been on that side. I've managed bands. I know how that is. But I can guarantee you it's costing us a shit ton. And people have zero idea how much it costs to run a fucking venue, a music venue. Zero idea.
Speaking of that, I was just in a venue today and they showed me their latest BMI ASCAP bill. It tripled.
Yeah.
Tripled.
Yeah, it's tripled.
Yeah, it's like, you know, and it's no wonder people are saying screw local music and live music because we can't afford it. You know, it is. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Because you got the music mafia with their hand out. You've got the people who aren't drinking. So how do you make money? You know, you still got to pay the electric bill, the taxes.
That's nobody has any idea how much this. My God, I pay an average of $6,000-7,000 a month just in sales tax. That's just one cost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like. That's why so many of these venues are no longer having live music, because they're making just as much money without music as they do with. So why would they spend the extra $1,000?
Right. And what one of them told me, less cleanup, less wear and tear on the place because the crowd's smaller, but yet they're still drinking and they're doing their thing because that's what they're there for. It's a very interesting dilemma here that we've segued into from competition, but there is competition. I mean, you're competing against Governor DeWine.
Tell you what,
I mean, you are his take the THC drinks away. That is a direct whammy to your bar.
That's a direct hit, and I'm competing with that sort of an aspect. I'm competing with other local venues that have live music. You know, if I can no longer afford to pay those bands, because here's the reality. I can spend that money on the bands that help me bring people in the door. But there's some of these bands are asking for, there's some bands that ask this for money, and I just don't know how it's going to turn out because they're very vocal on the internet with their politics, or they're vocal with other things. And I'm really skeptical. So I don't really like to pay them extra because I just don't know what's going to happen. But I just think when raising your prices, there's a bigger picture rather than you putting more money in your pocket. Because the reality is, what I'm seeing happening is a lot of these places that did raise their prices, like a lot, they're only playing at 2 or 3 different venues, and it's only like once every couple of months. And maybe that's what they want. But they're not top venues.
And I'm going to say too, if you're in the band business and you're not in it for the marathon, you're in it for the sprint, you shouldn't be in the band business, because we all know what it costs to be in a band. I mean, we know what it costs to buy equipment. We know everybody knows all that.
But I also spent money on equipment too. I spent $22,000 on equipment too.
It's expensive.
And everybody was like, you can get a discount because you're going to have your gear. Nobody's giving me a discount. They're still fucking charging me out of the ass.
Yes. Yeah. When's the last time somebody said, "Oh, we're cutting our rate by $250 because you've got your own PA"? Yeah,
right. Yeah, and then you raise your prices anyways on me. Go fuck yourself. I ain't doing that. It's all bullshit.
Well, and some people have raised their prices. I get these people that send me a message and say, "How much would you pay for this band?" and all that. And I'm no expert at it, but I will tell you that walking into a venue that holds 150 people and saying, "I want $1,800 to $2,000 for an evening," is stupid.
Crazy. Never in a million fucking years would I pay that.
Go work festivals all summer long, because that's where you get that money.
And if you're the type of person that doesn't think there's a difference between $150 person venue and a festival, and you're charging the same, there's something fucking, I mean, come on, use your fucking head. I mean, that's just fucking weird to me, man. Let me read Tess because I want to see what she's saying. We don't play for the money. We keep our gig price fair. But to be honest, over the years, we see other musicians, bands stop lowballing venues because it hurts all of us. Is that a thing? And let me ask you, Ceris, is I priced a show with you and it's way lower than most bands. Do you think we're less talented? Hold on. I don't understand that question. Nobody discusses their pay openly unless it's in a private, and I get that. Did you say that
I think she's trying to say to you that do you consider a band that comes in with a low price that they are a lesser talented band?
No, the price, no, there's some of the most talented bands that I know that hardly charge anything. The only reason why I don't book them is because they also don't help me bring anybody. That's the reality.
There's some local bands around me that have been making the same wage for years and years, especially one 3-piece I know that packs the house every time they play, and they've stayed consistently at a low rate, and they're booked every weekend.
Yeah.
They're booked everywhere. And I mean, they're in it for the long haul. And they're also not in it to get rich. Most of them have real daytime jobs, real jobs. I'll get in trouble for that, but
I keep hearing there's this person that continually makes the same comment saying that, a venue shouldn't expect a band or musician to bring people. And if you are expecting that, then you have a bad business plan. Now, I'm going to say this again. A venue and a band and a musician should be working together to bring people into that room. It is not solely on the musician or the band, and should not be solely on the venue. If it is a music venue and they are booking live music, should be expected that person that's getting paid to do a job on their fucking stage put in the same amount of fucking work and advertise. It goes for both. So if you think you're too good to advertise because you don't think the band should have to fucking bring people in, you're saying that because you can't get anybody to come to your fucking shows. I guarantee you that. And you're too damn fucking lazy. But I ain't paying a premium for somebody who doesn't even put in the fucking work to bring people into my fucking bar and then fucking badmouth other fucking venues all over the place because, I got told that I can't, that I have to do. Yeah, I owe you 3 bottles of James.
Oh my God. You are on a roll today, sister. You are. Hi, Dave. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody felt the way Dave does? A brotherhood.
I don't get it. Instead of seeing other bands as competition, I see them as members of a brotherhood. Support each other, cheer each other on instead of seeing them as competition. I agree, Dave.
How simple is that? Yes.
It is a 2-way street, Joseph. You are correct, my love. You are correct. I don't want to work with anybody that is so adamant about not helping bring people to their show. It is the craziest, dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. Could you imagine being like, you know what? I'm not going to promote because I don't like tips and I don't want to make money on tips and I don't want to help this venue and they should have it because then they're really bad at business if they think that I should have to help them. Oh, okay, come here, suck my dick.
Well, then, Doug says charge the band a rental fee if they use your PA.
Nobody's paying that.
They're not.
Nobody's paying anything
extra. It's a shame.
They want me to fucking pay for it.
And then they blow it up sometimes. Yeah.
And then they get mad at me because their sound guy can't fucking use our PA.
Well, get it together.
Oh, well, we've been here before, but it doesn't seem to work this time. Well, don't skip fucking sound check, motherfucker. How did it turn into this? What is wrong with me? I should drink.
You're going to AA, and it's not for drinking. It's Anger Anonymous.
Just about this. Just about people who like to work together. I don't understand that concept. I can't. I love my bar so much. Like, it is my pride and joy. I care so much about it. And I want to do good by it. I want people to always have a stage to play on. I want people to feel at home. I want musicians to crave to play my stage till, for forever. And I just want people to realize that doesn't work. If I'm a live music venue, that won't last without the help of the community. So when I see somebody who's in the community quite literally say, you have a bad business plan if you expect musicians and bands to help promote, I want to fucking wring their neck. And I want to say, then get the fuck out of the community.
Brad, by the way, Tessa's husband thought you were yelling at her. Tessa's husband thought you were yelling at her.
No, God, no.
Brad says you dropped 14 F-bombs in the same sentence and viewership goes to the mid-50s. Thank you, Brad, for identifying that.
No, I'm not yelling at you, Tessa. My God, my love, I'm not yelling at you.
I love her, by the way. Tessa's wonderful.
Yeah.
Doug likes you. He said you must have worked in a firehouse in a previous life. I think she did. That's why we have so much fun on this show. Ceris.
Yeah.
Ceris.
Yeah.
So this has morphed into something that kind of fired you up today.
Sorry.
A little bit.
Sorry about that. Sorry, guys.
But there are some pet peeves we've hit on this show many times, and one of them being lack of band promotion. But these are the same people that don't promote their band for a show they're doing at your place that'll bitch that there's competition out there. I think it all circles back around to this thing Joe had happen. And this person who has a page who's like, well, that's what I do. You can't begin to do that. Well, Wendy's sells hamburgers and so does McDonald's. You know, I mean, one's different than the other.
And I hope everybody, just, I don't know, goes back to just stop, dude. Just, I don't know.
Do you feel like you're in competition as a musician? If you're out there, give me a simple yes or no. Simple yes or no.
Great question, Scott.
Thank you, Dan.
Great question, Scott.
Thank you, Dan. Dan just stopped in the studio to say that. If you're in the music business, you're on here today, do you feel like you're in competition with anybody else? Yes or no? It's okay to say yes too if you do.
Do any venues have promoters on staff? No, but you kind of hope that your staff will do some promotion.
Who wrote that?
I'm the promoter on staff. I do my own promotion. I do all of our social media.
Yeah, I can tell you, Doug, from experience, I've been hired to be a promoter for a venue or two, and it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
And I feel like I'm a good promoter, but I can't. I mean, you're never the owner. You're never the person who has the vested interest when you're that person. So if that person loses, it doesn't affect my bottom line. It affects theirs.
I think I don't know.
I'm trying to get Heather's comment.
I'm having a dumb day though today. I love you, Dixie. Thank you. When our draw is lower, possibly due to competition in the area, but the response is never to go on a negative. I look for ways we can improve our approach, product, live, and live and learn.
Who said that? Oh, Coop. That's a Kevin Cooper statement.
Yeah.
I can find it.
I don't think there is. I think, yeah.
And a lot of people preach brotherhood in the bands and community,
I love it.
They don't always.
Tell everybody I said hi, Eric. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah,
You're just in your own little world. It's okay.
Look how long my hair looks.
Oh, hold on.
Guys, look how long my hair looks. Oh, hi. Okay, we're done.
Joe Cole said, yes, there is competition.
And that there are less venues. Well, there's less venues because people can't afford it anymore, like the rant I went on 3 rants ago. So here's the thing. With less venues, there will be more competition to get gigs. And the reason why there's less venues is nobody can afford live music anymore. And the reason why nobody can afford live music anymore is because, like I said, the money has to come from somewhere. And the higher we keep raising our prices, the less people are going to come in because they're not making any more either. So when you ask for more money as a band, in the end, you're just screwing yourself. I get it. I'm not saying you don't deserve the money, but unfortunately, in this time, this isn't pre-COVID. Pre-COVID was different. In this time, day and age, with less drinkers, less people going out, less this and that, it's the wrong time, man. And nobody's doing that research, it doesn't seem.
It is a vicious cycle, Doug.
It is a vicious cycle.
And unfortunately, it's not going to get better right now.
No. Like, I understand people asking, hey, we have an extra member. Do you mind just covering that? But people are just randomly asking for an extra $400, $500 for what?
Recently witnessed a band who charged a huge add-on fee for sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that too.
And the sound company brought all these people. It looked like we were working, the Riverbend or something. It was a massive show with all these moving parts and all these people and all this technology and stuff. And it still was no different than any other band show in the place. And yet you were paying for 4, 5, 6 sound people.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Exactly. I had one of my favorite performers raise their prices, and it was to go to the sound, and I was like, absolutely not. I'm done. And they're like, well, hold on, we'll see if I was like, I have my own sound. I'm not paying this fucking premium for your sound guy who not only, no offense, doesn't know my room as well as my Jeff does, but takes up so much fucking room with their fucking board and no, fuck that. No, I'm not doing that. No. And they charge like 4 times as much as people. I was like, fuck. No. Yeah, they should. Lots of money in merch if you do it correctly.
Is there?
Yeah.
There is. It's funny. We love the Jeff, Steve says. We do love the Jeff. Jeff is an awesome sound technician.
Agreed, Doug. Agreed.
Doug's big pet peeve is vocals. I've talked to him enough to know he likes to hear the vocals prominently, and I do too. What's Casey got to say here? He wrote a novel. Let's see what's in here. But also cheer on everyone. I love seeing artists play and perform.
Beautiful, Casey. I like that.
Miss Jackie, Shane DeMoss, Jonathan Grooms, Jamie Combs, Scotty Bratcher, Regina and Johnny. I could go on.
I love
perform and play like you own the music world. Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody took that philosophy? It would. By the way, the sirens you heard a minute ago were the F-bomb police. They were looking for Ceris. However, she's hidden
I live in
her compound.
They're not going to find me.
Yeah.
I live far.
Those sirens were at your place, not mine. Either that or Coles is walking the dogs naked in the yard again, and they call the cops.
Coles, we should get that dish in the oven.
Oh,
no, not like that. Like, I forgot the word. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry, Kevin. I didn't mean it. Yeah, he didn't take it like that. He knew that. I forgot my English for a second. I apologize. That's not how I meant that.
Hi, Kevin.
I did not, Doug. I don't share food. Here's something about me, Doug Hope. I don't share food. Don't ask for a piece of my food. I'm not going to give you any of my food. Bring your own food. Bring your own food, and let me have some of yours, though.
And allow me to tell you, Doug, she will shiv you in the prison yard over a slice of Hyde's pie. So
I sure will.
You're going down, man. I'm telling you. If you try to take her slice of Hyde's pie, it is over.
You try to take my food or my dogs.
Done. Hey, I think we're done for the day. We got to get out of here. We have gone way long.
Episode, though.
I'm
sorry I took it.
Did we really go?
Didn't need to go, but I took it there.
54 minutes. That's a long time. Yeah. Thank you all for being part of our chaos and our mayhem, and glad we could discuss this topic. Joe Coles, thank you for the topic.
Thanks, Joe. Love you, buddy.
And thank you for your video. If you haven't seen Joe's video, go to Joe Coles' video right now after the show and watch his explanation of this. He did an impeccable job of doing that. So thank you, Joe.
Watch it.
Yes, very good. Very good. Very good. So that's all we got today. Hey, what's happened at the bar this week? Really quick.
Yeah, we got you. So today's PB&J Tuesdays. Tomorrow we have Name That Tune Trivia with you. Huh? And then Thursday we are jamming. And then on Friday we have the Jamie Carr Band. And then on Saturday, my brain, we have Top This Band, which, man, it's going to be a good one. And then on Sunday is our 8th annual chili contest cook-off that you are one of the hosts. Brad's a host and Jonathan Grooms, are judges. And there's 2 ways to win. It's epic. It's a great time. I love it.
Wonderful.
I didn't even know you had a page, Joe. I got that did that.
It's his page. It's the Joe Coles page. Yeah. Yes. It's good. And I will be at the Miamisburg Moose tonight. I'll be at the Bell and the Bear tomorrow night with Name That Tune. Love to see my Cincinnati peeps there. Please stop in and join us for that. And then Sunday, yes, chili cook-off. Jonathan Grooms and I and Mr. Brad.
Mr. Brad.
It's going to be fun.
Oh, also,
uh-oh,
little teaser, March 22nd is the second shred-off, and we have some surprises in store for this year's shred off.
Good.
Yeah.
March 22nd.
Uh-huh.
There you have it, peeps.
Buddy will be hosting again.
Good.
Yeah.
Good deal. Thank you all. Bob Klein, thank you.
Love you, Bob.
You're wonderful. Heather, thank you. You are wonderful. Carla, as always, thanks for your support. Jimmy Kilroy, thank you so much.
Oh.
And Casey Gomez, the February 23rd or 21st CFG and the family CD. Hey, Casey, I know we talked before. Message me. I got to get you guys on a show to talk about that.
Yeah. So, where is that?
Do that. Is that at the Fitton Center? Is that one going to be at the Fitton, or where are you doing your CD release?
Yeah, where's the CD release?
Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
Lay it on me.
That's all we got today, though. I got to get to trivia. I'm late.
All right, go have fun. Love you.
I am. Hold on. I got to find the goodbye stuff here.
Goodbye stuff.
Where's the goodbye stuff?
Oh, it is the Fitton. It's at the Fitton.
Fitton. That's what I thought. Who's saying goodbye? Who's saying goodbye? All right. I think Kevin Cooper is.
Hey, everybody. This is Kevin Cooper. When I'm not engaging in magical mayhem at the Bell and the Bear or playing any of a number of hundreds of other venues in the greater Cincinnati area, I'm at home, and I'm listening to Scott Hall on the Hall Around Town radio show.
Thanks, Coop.
Coopy poop.
We're out of here. Ceris, thank you. This is going to be a very abbreviated outro. Tune in tomorrow, live at noon with Hollywood here for One-on-One Wednesday.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show.
It's Joe Hooley, by the way.
On the book of face.
I'm digging into his brain tomorrow at noon.
There's a man over there.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm dancing or I'm playing something. I don't know what
Say
I'm
goodbye,
doing.
Ceris.
Goodbye, Ceris.